The path to blockchain. Now that you have an idea of some blockchain's use cases, you can examine the path to blockchain starting with ledgers. Distributed ledgers take the advantages of traditional general ledgers and make them more resilient. Instead of having a single copy of the master data, a distributed ledger shares the full data set across several network participant members. Each member has a complete copy of the data. This has various benefits. No single point has the master data file, so no single point can corrupt the master data file. If you lose one of the endpoints, the rest of the endpoints will still maintain all the data. And when someone tries to make an update to the data in a distributed ledger, all the other endpoints are involved in the process of accepting or rejecting the update. In a distributed ledger, any updates must be agreed upon by the others, making it very hard to hack. Blockchain. Blockchain is a distributed ledger that adds immutability. Immutability means that once something is written, it can't be edited or removed. With blockchain, data cannot be modified. The full history of data can be traced back to the start of the blockchain. Blockchain is a chain of transactions containing blocks, hence the name blockchain. Every time a piece of information is changed, instead of updating the value and losing sight of what it used to be, blockchain simply adds a new block that holds the new data, while continue to maintain all the old data as well. Check your knowledge. What is the key characteristic that differentiates blockchain from distributed ledgers? Immutability. Correct. That's correct. Distributed ledgers and blockchain share many characteristics. A key differentiator between the two is blockchain. Lesson summary. In this lesson, you learned that one well-known example of blockchain technology is the cryptocurrency Bitcoin. You also learned that distributed ledgers extend traditional ledgers' capabilities by sharing data with several parties, and that blockchain is one type of distributed ledger. Finally, you learned how blockchain technology is being leveraged in various industries. To learn more, continue to the next lesson, Benefits of Blockchain. Lesson 4, Benefits of Blockchain. You should now understand some of the basics of blockchain. You should also recognize some of the differences between blockchain ledger and distributed ledger. Now, you will examine some of the benefits that blockchain provides. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the concepts of decentralization, transparency, immutability, and auditability as they related to blockchain. Increased trust, data security, and data integrity are some of the key benefits you can gain with blockchain. Decentralization, transparency, immutability, and auditability all support these benefits. Decentralization. Decentralization means that each member of a blockchain has a complete copy of the data. Each member having a copy of the data protects against bad actors, improves disaster recovery, and promotes high availability. When each member has a complete copy of the data, and updates to the data must be approved by the members, bad actors are stopped. If an illegitimate member or user attempts to delete to the entire blockchain from a member, the other member retains the information. so no data is lost. If a bad actor tries to edit the historical data of one member, the other members will refuse to authenticate it. Authenticate it. This denial prevents the false information from entering the blockchain. Additionally, modern application development recognizes that monolithic architecture aren't always efficient. Putting all your trust in a large single bucket increases the risk profile of if anything happens to that bucket. In the same way, keeping all your data in a central, large, authoritative database or ledger increases risk of compromise or loss. Each member has a complete copy of the dataset. If a portion of the network goes down and takes down a member with it, the remaining members are able to validate and accept updates to the data structure. When the network is back up, that isolated member will be updated with this newest dataset. Teste. Teste. Transparency. Another piece of blockchain that increases trust is transparency. Transparency means that the information stored in the blockchain is visible to the members of the blockchain. Blockchain maintains a complete record of all transactions, and that record is available to every member, making blockchain a very transparent technology. If we think of an agricultural example, at every step of the way, the people involved can see the whole path of the data. So, the shipping company can see all the information about when and where the blueberries were harvested. The distributor can see all of that, plus information on the shipping company, which truck transported the berries, who the driver was, how long the trip took, what the truck temperature was. Additionally, the grocery store gets to see all that information as well, all the way back to when and where the berries were initially harvested. And because of the members have all the data, the farmers who initially grew the berries can see when they arrived at their destination and how they got there. That level of transparency helps build trust because everyone is able to see what's going on with their product. Some blockchain technologies, such as Hyperledger Fabric, provide data privacy as a native mechanism within the blockchain. With channels, we can use the blockchain to share the data that makes sense to share without losing any of the previous information. For example, If the distributor had contracts with multiple restaurants, wholesalers, they could brand the data off to each group. Each customer would be able to track all the way back to the harvest, but the purchase price and volume could stay between the distributor and the buyer. When you think of all the data available and the fact that everyone can see what's in the block on a public blockchain, transparency really helps to increase trust in the data. However, that trust in the data is only really possible because of immutability. Immutability. I need to stop here to see another things. Thanks to read with me this course, and another time I will continue the the reading and the study of this content. Thank you all of you.